Hey, welcome, welcome, and greetings from Cimarron, New Mexico, and the beautiful Philmont Scout Ranch. I'm out here for the week, hiking the mountains and taking a little time off to bring you guys this presentation on the Scouter Code of Conduct. Actually, I filmed this in my home in Penns Grove with my Philmont background, but I am in Philmont this week, and I will be back next week. But let's get started on the Scouter Code of Conduct. Now you might ask, why do we need a Scouter Code of Conduct? We have the Scout Oath and Law that covers everything. Well, that's true. But this kind of fleshes out some of the details and interprets some of those words for trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And then help other people at all times. Keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Just a little bit of definition. So the first item of the 10, I have completed or will complete my registration with the Boy Scouts of America, answering all questions truthfully and honestly. That includes all those ones about lawsuits, tickets, giving them good references. We all need to be registered. Registration turns on that criminal background check. Second one, I will do my best to live up to the Scout Oath and Law, obey all laws, municipal, state, federal, and hold others in scouting accountable to those standards. I will exercise sound judgment and demonstrate good leadership and use the scouting program for its intended purpose, consistent with the mission of the Boy Scouts of America. And the mission was listed there on the cover of the application. This is a coin you can buy to put in your pocket to remind you of the Scout Oath and Law. Number 3, I will make the protection of youth a personal priority. I will complete and remain current with youth protection training requirements. And I know Dave Sallow is going to have an announcement tonight that as we approach charter renewal, 20% of our leaders are not up to date with youth protection. I will be familiar with and follow the BSA youth protection policies and guidelines, including mandatory reporting, the Guide to Safe Scouting, and the Sweet 16 of BSA safety. The links are in blue. You might not be able to see them here, but Herb will be sending those out, as well as a link to a copy of this presentation and the one-page document that I created this slideshow from. The patch here, Youth Protection Begins With You, is available if you want to reward your leaders as they complete youth protection. You can give them this patch. There are no requirements for it. It's just a reminder. BSA safety is based on the sandwich principle. We have discipline and a positive scent, which means they follow the rules. We've heard people talk about a well-disciplined group, meaning one that follows the rules, does everything together. And surround on the bottom and qualified supervision on top will guarantee the scouting program, the meat of the sandwich, will be safe. You say, what is the Sweet 16 of BSA scouting? The Sweet 16 of BSA safety is listed here. You can read them. You'll see our old friend, the buddy system, first aid resources. We know to bring a first aid kit, PPE, which we've heard about relentlessly during COVID, and other items. This is all based off the old 8-point safe swim defense that I learned when I was a scout back in the 60s. And the safety afloat, they expanded it to cover everything now. The risk zone. When transporting youth, I will obey all laws, comply with youth protection guidelines, and follow safe driving practices. The risk zone was a BSA training. The files are still out there, but I didn't find it under training. I found it under spreadsheets and other miscellaneous documents. And I know we've all been here. I used to come back as scoutmaster, driving a half-ton van, 5 scouts in the back on Sunday afternoon, and they're all asleep. Nobody there to talk to me, keep me awake, and my body just wants to nod off like crazy. That's the risk zone. Don't go there. Keep yourself and your youth safe. I will respect and abide by the rules and regulations of the Boy Scouts of America, BSA policies, and BSA provided training, including but not limited to those relating to, and there are 2 more bullets on the next page, unauthorized fundraising activities. We know we can't sell raffle tickets. We can't do gambling. We should not even be chartering a bus to the casinos to raise money. That is not consistent with BSA principles. The popcorn sale is great. The camp card sale is great. They raise money for you and for council. You can do a Christmas tree sale. You can sell wrapping paper. Lots of other good ones. Make sure you get permission first that your fundraising is appropriate. Door prizes are okay because everybody that bought a ticket to the dinner got a ticket for the door prize. Just don't charge any extra. You should not be out selling things in uniforms and not marking it up a whole lot. It should be sold on fair market value, not the fact it's BSA. Advocacy on social and political issues, including prohibited use of the BSA uniform and brand. When I was a scout, we passed out brochures for the League of Women Voters, encouraging people to get out and vote. Never mentioned a candidate, never said what party, did not promote anything, just get out to vote. That's okay. BSA rules prohibit promoting any particular candidate, so we could not even pass brochures out when Pat Paulson ran for president. That would be against the rules. Bullying, hazing, harassment, unlawful discrimination of any kind. Youth on youth is an area BSA is starting to focus on more. They revised the youth protection training to put more in about bullying and youth on youth and what the things are. That's why we have new rules about how many years apart 2 youth sharing a tent can be and other such things. Camp staffs and my nail staffs all took special training on youth protection. Bullying is not allowed. Be an upstander, one that stands up for the guy being bullied and reports the bullying going on, not a bystander who films it and then puts it out on Facebook or something. I will not discuss or engage in any form of sexual conduct while engaged in scouting activities. I will refer youth with questions regarding these topics to talk to their parents or their spiritual advisor. So, very plain, no sexual conduct while on a scouting activity. I'm not promoting this book. I just saw the subject said critical subjects every parent must discuss with their children. That's what we're promoting. Go talk with your parents. Talk to your spiritual advisors. I confirm that I have fully disclosed and will disclose in the future any of the following: any criminal suspicion, charges, or convictions of a crime or offense involving abuse, violence, sexual misconduct, or any misconduct involving minors or juveniles. Any investigation, see my little investigator down there? Or court order involving domestic violence, child abuse, or a similar matter. And there's one more bullet here. Any criminal charges or convictions for offenses involving controlled substances. You see my little marijuana plant. Driving while intoxicated. You can see that one. Firearms or dangerous weapons. I figured these flintlocks were pretty dangerous. They were liable to blow up in your hands and kill you, not the guy you were aiming at. I will not possess, distribute, transport, consume, or use any of the following items prohibited by law or in violation of any scouting rules, regulations, and policies. Concealed or unconcealed firearms. You see my concealed firearm up there in the belt. Fireworks or explosives. See Wile E. Coyote up there? We all know what happened to him every time. That could happen to you if you use any of these items. or pornography and materials containing words or images inconsistent with scouting values. I had a hard time finding a picture I could use for that one, but I found one. And I hope I don't get any weird emails after my searches to look for one. If I am taking prescription medications with the potential of impairing my functioning or judgment, I will not engage in activities that put youth at risk, including driving or operating equipment. We've seen these labels may cause drowsiness. Use caution when operating a car or dangerous. Just don't operate a car with scouts in it if you're taking that medicine. Or this other one may cause dizziness, may cause headache. Some medicines can change the effect of this medicine. Check with your doctor. Just know what you're taking, why you're taking it, and be safe. And the last one, I will take steps to prevent or report any violation of this code of conduct by others in connection with scouting activities. You can stop it. I have Granny up there going, stop. So that you can tell the people to stop. I have told people to stop. Will you get that, Donna?
No, I tried to mute.
You can get Granny up there. I apologize for the phone call.
Yes.
You can get Granny up there to stop it. I have stopped people on camping trips that didn't believe or didn't read our prohibitions on alcohol on a scout camping trip and told them to get rid of it, get it in their car, get it out of sight. You can call people if you've got a problem. Call your chartered org rep to see if they can help, if it's a unit in your charter. You can call our scout exec, Mr. Patrick Linfors, and see what he says and activate him, alert him to the problem. Or you can call the national hotline, 1-844-SCOUTS-1, and they will get it reported and get all the right actions started. So be an upstander, not a bystander, and follow the scouting code of conduct. Thank you. And I thank you for going the extra mile to be a scout leader and wanting to follow the BSA Scouter Code of Conduct. And that is all I have here.